I woke up that morning with this stupid, cheesy-ass grin on my face. The kind you get when you know you're about to pull off something slick. My wife, Amara, yeah, the big shot CEO everyone in the damn city kept talking about, had been so stressed the last few weeks that even her coffee machine was scared of her. Woman was running a $1 million empire but losing sleep over board meetings, market dips, and whatever corporate shit rich people worry about. So I thought, today I'm gonna be the good husband for once. Show up at her office, catch her off guard, and remind her that life ain't just PowerPoints and people kissing her shoes. I got dressed in my cleanest jeans, the ones without paint stains or ripped pockets, threw on a decent shirt, sprayed cologne like I was disinfecting the whole damn neighborhood, and left the house humming like a fool. But the second I pulled up outside her office building, I realized her work vibe was a whole different kingdom. The building was tall as hell, shiny enough to make your future look blurry in the reflection. People in suits walked like they had no time to breathe, let alone smile. Even the security guards looked like they could bench press me and my entire childhood trauma. Still, I walked in with confidence, chest out like I owned the damn place. At the front entrance, I saw that sign. Authorized personnel only. Big-ass bold red letters, glowing like they were personally telling me, "Bro, turn back before we embarrass you." I squinted at it, scoffed, and muttered, "Man, screw your sign. I'm authorized in my wife's heart, ain't I?" I tried stepping in anyway. Boom. Security dude teleported in front of me like a ninja with a bald head. "Sir, you can't enter without a clearance badge." "A clearance badge?" I laughed. "Brother, I changed the CEO's light bulbs. I'm more cleared than your whole system." He didn't even twitch. "Do you have a meeting scheduled?" "It's a surprise," I said, whispering like it was romantic. He didn't give a damn. "If it's not on the logs, you're not entering." "Come on, man. She's my wife." "Sir, rules are rules." We stared at each other like we were about to arm wrestle. I could tell the guy wasn't budging, and honestly, he looked like he did push-ups for dessert. So I backed up with dignity, or whatever was left of it. That's when I saw someone familiar, Mara, my wife's assistant. She was walking fast while typing on her phone like the device owed her money. I waved. "Yo, Mara." "Hey." She looked up, eyes widening. "Why were you here? Did something happen? Is Amara okay?" "She's fine," I said. "I'm here to surprise her." Mara glanced nervously toward the sign. "You picked a rough day for it. She's in a major negotiation with the board. They're already trying her patience." "Then perfect," I grinned. "She needs me." Mara pressed her lips. "Security won't let you through." "I noticed." She sighed, pulled out her badge, flashed it at the guard, and whispered something that made him raise his eyebrows but eventually nod. "You've got 10 minutes, she warned. 10 minutes? What is this prison visitation?" "Just go," she hissed. So I went. Inside, the office was stupid fancy. Marble floors, walls that looked hand-polished by angels, an elevator that announced floors with a sexy British accent like it was flirting with me. When I reached the top floor, her floor, the air smelled like expensive perfume and burned-out ambition. Her staff all looked too scared to blink. Phones rang non-stop. People sprinted from desk to desk like corporate soldiers. I walked straight to her glass office. There she was, Amara, my wife, my stress queen, wearing a fitted black suit, hair tied back, eyebrows sharp enough to cut a salary in half. She was leaning over her desk, arguing with someone on the phone. "I don't care if he's threatening to pull 50 million. Tell him if he wants to discuss terms. He can do it without acting like a toddler, and if he doesn't like it, he can shove his contract up." She saw me, paused, froze, blink. "What are you doing here?" she said, her voice suddenly soft. I shrugged. "Surprising you." She hung up the phone like it had personally offended her. Then she shot out of her chair, walked over fast, and smacked my chest. "You can't just walk in here. This place is insane today." "I know," I said. "That sign outside almost punched me." She groaned and pulled me inside, shutting the door. "Baby, today's not the day. Everything's a fucking mess. So let me be your break," I said, gently holding her waist. You've been running yourself into the ground. I just wanted to bring you lunch and your favorite stupid little strawberry drink. Her eyes softened just slightly. You brought my drink? I lifted the bag. Hell yeah. And your salad that you pretend to like but secretly hate. A tiny smile. You're ridiculous. Hot ridiculous. I corrected. Say it. She rolled her eyes, but the blush gave her away. Fine. Hot ridiculous. Damn right. For a moment the world outside didn't exist. No meetings, no board threats, no stress. Just me and her breathing in the same space again. But then, knock, knock, knock. Her assistant barged in. Amara, they're requesting you in the conference. Oh, he's here. Amara pinched the bridge of her nose. I'll be right there. I stepped back. Go. Handle your kingdom. I just wanted to see you. She touched my cheek, whispered, thank you, then walked out like the boss she was. I sat on her couch, waiting. I didn't realize my surprise visit was about to turn into a full-blown storm. A storm I didn't see coming. Not even close. I don't know how long I sat on that couch, lost in the view from her floor-to-ceiling windows. The city looked tiny. Cars like toys, people like ants. No wonder she felt like she was carrying the world on her shoulders. From up here, everything looked like it needed her permission to exist. 15 minutes passed. 30. An hour. I was scrolling on my phone, bored out of my damn mind, when voices started rising from the hallway. Not normal office chatter, no, this was yelling. You blindsided us. No, you blindsided yourselves. I'm pulling my shares if you sign that. You do that, and we'll buy you out for scraps. It sounded like the board was having the corporate version of a fistfight. I stood up, walked to the door, and cracked it open just enough to peek. Amara was in the middle of that storm, standing at the head of the conference table like she owned not only the room but also the oxygen inside it. Her eyes were sharp, her stance firm, her voice unwavering. Enough, she said. All of you need to get your shit together. The room went silent. She continued, if you want to threaten me, do it after you've seen the projections. Until then, sit down and shut the hell up. Damn. My wife wasn't just a CEO. She was a lion in a suit. But then, one of the older board members, a tall gray-haired dude with a smug face, leaned back in his chair and said loudly, maybe your emotions are clouding your judgment. Didn't your husband just wander in here like some street rat? Maybe the pressure at home is affecting your decisions. I felt my eyebrows shoot up. Street rat? Me? Oh hell no. But before I could even breathe wrong, Amara slammed her hand on the table. You don't talk about my husband, she snapped. Not in this building. Not in my presence. Not ever. Her voice thundered. Everyone went quiet like she had activated God mode. The gray-haired dude scoffed. We're just saying your personal life seems messy. Messy? She repeated. My personal life is the one thing that keeps me sane enough to deal with all of you vultures. And then she pointed at the door. Next time you mention him again, you can pack your shit and leave. My jaw dropped. Everyone else looked like they just watched an execution. Then another board member, younger and clearly terrified, mumbled, we didn't mean disrespect. Then fix your tone, she said. I swear the room temperature dropped 10 degrees. She dismissed them without another word. They all shuffled out like prisoners on lunch break. As they passed me, some gave side-eye, others looked ashamed. One dude looked ready to cry. Good. When they were gone, Amara leaned on the table, breathing heavily. I stepped into the room and shut the door behind me. You okay? I asked softly. She looked up at me, frustration in every line of her face.
No. I'm exhausted.
I'm pissed off.
I'm stressed.
And I hate that you were dragged into this.
I walked over.
Baby, I don't care about those clowns. You should, she snapped. They disrespected you. Yeah, but you handled it. She paced. I shouldn't have to. They treat me like I have to choose between being a CEO and having a damn spouse. Like love makes me weak. I chuckled. Love makes you dangerous. She stopped. What? You just threatened to fire a millionaire for calling me a street rat. That's some gangster shit. She cracked a half smile. Shut up. No, seriously, I said, pulling her closer. That was sexy as hell. She stifled a laugh. You're ridiculous. But hot. Yes, hot. Happy. Very. She exhaled, collapsing into my arms. I wish you weren't here for this mess. I wish I could take some of the weight off your shoulders. You being here helps more than you know. I held her for a long moment before she whispered, There's something I need to show you. She led me back to her office, opened her drawer, and pulled out a stack of papers. What's that? The merger proposal, she said. The one causing all the chaos. She handed it to me. This deal can multiply our net worth. But the board doesn't like that I'm the one pushing it. Why? Because it puts me in full control. And they don't like powerful women they can't manipulate. I frowned. So they're scared of you? Terrified, she said smugly. Good. But there's another problem, she added, lowering her voice. Someone's been leaking confidential information. That's why tensions are high. You think it's one of the board members? Maybe. But I don't know who. I rubbed my chin. You want me to spy? She laughed.
No.
I want you to stay out of trouble. Too late. I smirked. I already caused a riot by walking in. She shook her head. God. I love you. I shrugged. I have that effect on high-security buildings. But then her phone buzzed, an urgent message. Her eyes widened. What? I asked. The leak. I found out who it is. Before I could react, there was a loud bang from the hallway. Raised voices. Footsteps. Panic. Someone yelled. He's coming up here. Amara grabbed my arm. Stay behind me. What the hell is happening? I whispered. Something I should have expected, she muttered. Something dangerous. Then the door swung open, and there he was, the gray-haired board member, holding a file, face red, eyes wild, and he pointed straight at Amara. You think you can humiliate me in front of everyone? You think you can threaten me? He slammed the file on her desk. You found the leak?
Yeah.
It was me, and I'll bury your entire career before you bury mine. I stepped forward instinctively, but Amara held her arm out to stop me. Leave, she told him coldly. He laughed. Make me. Everything in the room suddenly felt like gunpowder waiting for a spark, and I had a bad feeling the explosion was about to start with me. The tension in the room felt like it was crawling across my skin. The gray-haired bastard stepped closer, puffing up his chest like he was the final boss in some cheap video game. You, he said, jabbing a finger at me. You don't belong here. You've always been a distraction. A liability. I tilted my head. Say that again. Slower. So I can memorize it before I whoop your. Amara snapped. Stop. Both of you. He smirked. Look at that. She has to babysit you like a child. I felt my fists clench. Man, don't confuse my calm with cowardice. She's the only reason you're still standing. He barked a laugh. Without me, this company will collapse. Amara stepped forward. You leaked confidential documents. You tried to sabotage a multimillion-dollar deal. You're done. You can't fire me. I have tenure. You broke the law, she said. You don't have tenure anymore. He froze. Then his face twisted with rage so violent I took half a step in front of her. You little. Try it, I growled. His jaw tightened. This is your fault, he hissed at me. Ever since she married you, she's been emotional. Weak. I laughed out loud. Actually laughed. My guy, she runs an entire empire. You cry when someone moves your stapler. Amara stifled a smile. He glared at her. Everyone knows you're slipping, losing your edge. You know what I'm losing? She replied. Dead weight. Starting with you. He slammed the desk. I will ruin you. You already ruined yourself, she said sharply. Security is on the way. Hand over your badge. The door opened immediately, 2 guards stepping in. Ma'am? One asked. Escort him off the premises, she said. The man panicked, grabbed the file he brought, and started shouting. This company was built by my generation. Without US. One guard grabbed his arm, the other held his shoulder. He fought, kicked, screamed, but they pulled him out anyway. As he disappeared, he yelled down the hallway, "You'll regret this, Amara." The guards shut the door. Silence. Heavy, suffocating silence. Amara exhaled slowly, closing her eyes. I knew he was trouble. I just didn't think he would spiral like this. I touched her back gently. You handled it like a champ. She laughed weakly. I wanted to slap him. You should've, I said. I would have held your purse. She snorted. God. I needed that. But then her expression shifted. Serious again, but softer now. You shouldn't have had to see this side of my world. I want to see every side, I said. Even the shitty ones. She bit her lip, eyes glassy for the first time all day. I work so hard to keep you away from all this chaos. You don't need to protect me from your life, I said. I'm part of it. She came closer, resting her forehead on my chest. You always know exactly what to say. Yeah, well, I was trained by pain, stupidity, and a few motivational TikToks. She laughed again, this time genuinely. Then she lifted her head. Can you stay here? Just for a bit. Baby, I'm not leaving unless you throw me out. She took my hand and led me to the couch. We sat, tangled together, the chaos of the day slowly melting off her shoulders. After a long pause, she whispered, Do you regret being with someone like me?
No. Iskufa.
You're a badass. A once-in-a-lifetime woman. Other people get wives. I got a CEO who fights billionaires at breakfast. She smiled slowly. You really mean that? I married you, didn't I? She pushed my shoulder lightly. You're insufferable. But hot. Yes. She sighed dramatically. Hot. We stayed there, just breathing, until her phone buzzed again. She checked it, then groaned. It's the board. They want a final decision on the merger tonight. You feel ready? She hesitated. I don't know. I grabbed her chin gently. Look at me. She did. You were born ready. You've been fighting your whole damn life to get here. Don't let one clown make you question your crown. Her eyes gleamed. You really are ridiculous. Best kind. She stood. Come with me. To the board meeting? Yeah. You sure? Yes. I want you there. I stood. Then I'm there. We walked together to the conference room. When she entered, everyone went silent. She didn't look tired anymore. Or stressed. Or shaken. She looked unstoppable. She took her place at the head of the table. This company moves forward, she announced. With the merger. Some protested, but she lifted her hand. No more arguments. No more sabotage. It's done. Her voice was a blade, and they fell silent. I watched her. Every gesture, every expression, every word she commanded. And I swear, I fell in love with her all over again. After the meeting concluded, she walked out with me, holding my hand like she didn't care who saw. You know, she said quietly, you walking in today might have been the best thing that happened. Oh, so next time I should break into your office more often? She rolled her eyes. Please don't. Then give me a badge that says, Authorized Husband. She snorted. I'll consider it. We stepped into her office again, the door closing softly behind us. She looked at me with a small, tired smile. You were my peace today. And you were my chaos. Good chaos. The best. She leaned in, kissed me. Slow, soft, grateful. Then whispered, Thank you for not running away. Woman. I came all the way here ignoring giant red signs. I'm clearly committed. She laughed, resting her forehead against mine. And for the first time that day, Amara, the CEO, the warrior, the storm, finally looked calm, finally looked home. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, comment, and share, and hit that follow button so you never miss another wild, dramatic, heart-pounding story like this one.